Hi, hello. Welcome back to another E5 test video, and we're going to be talking about Zaix today. Zaix is the new unit, of course, and is an icebreaker DPS DOH unit. He is solid overall. He has a lot of different things that make him a very nice pickup. I don't necessarily think he is worth chasing. Certainly better than Esmele. With his own utility with break, as well as having very solid DPS. His skills are okay hit count. I believe he has extra bonus accounts on his passive. They're not particularly fast. If anything, that's probably the worst part of his kit, is that his skills aren't very fast, which is a bit unfortunate. Again, faster than Esmele is the last unit I tested. But he does have an absolute fuck ton of cap, especially when hitting those backstabs. In this test, we're also going to be showcasing off his break without a break specific arc to do so. But we are still going with the Cerulean Axe, which should give a bit of a showcase to see like a general build break, like having axe high boost and the break axe. We saw enough to showcase his break without being like the most amount of break you get with him, and we will be showing that off on the two bosses today. So he does, again, he has very solid DPS. While his skills aren't the fastest, they are still a decent speed. They do not take a little year. I think his S2 is probably the weakest of his skills. His S3 is, of course, the one you want to spam the most, and then his most break counts and just does the most damage. Yeah, there we go. So we got about halfway on the break bar. It didn't look the most impressive necessarily on Pablo. Granted, he also killed it very fast. I don't think he's particularly like insane level breaker, like say DXR, Gobble, or Murin, but like a very solid DPS breaker. Like, yeah. Like his sole purpose is not break. He's a big mix of DPS and break, and he does a decent job at it. He also has his inbuilt stock +1 and honey elixir skill, which makes him a solid self-sustaining DPS, where of course he can just get that at the start. We're also going to be showcasing his, and he's 120 out of 120. Just for reference, we're going to be showcasing him on 75 res against an opponent that has decent defenses, but he also gets benefits against because of his True God Hunter skill. And we're going to see how his break stacks up specifically. This is not going to be the showcase of his best DPS on Leva, just because I want to prioritize showing break over that, but given he's fighting and getting like less backstabs, just because Leva's backstab box is in front and most of his skills double at the back. Even so, if I lose my train of thought, even so, in spite of that, he'll still be having on his backstab hits and critting quite a bit because he has a bunch of ingrown crit and still doing decent damage. So we'll be showcasing that off. Considering we've gotten through about 60% of the break bar just on the first one, I'd say that's good. If I recall correctly, Leva is a very good boss to break when you get to the final stage. I remember I just did SCS on this, and he got a decent amount of break and was able to break before that. And of course, he's breaking better than the break on Zaix's. I'm sorry. S3. So you're halfway here. Still doing quite decent DPS, given that it's not catching up over. And is also getting a very decent amount of unfortunately going stunned around a bit here. I realize at this point that I have not casted playtime's over until again. Probably should have saved that until this happened, but it's not going to make all that much of a time difference deal. It's ultimately just to showcase his high-end DPS here, so having a bit of a time lag is not going to do too bad by us. It's only going to be like a second on this. And then we should be able to break her here. Of course, getting break boost benefits from King Philly's ult as well. Just to showcase that off. It's weird. There we go. Unfortunately, as we broke her before, I think oh, there we go. The break took longer for the HP lock to wear off. Luckily, we can see the HP locks now. But there we go. So that was a pretty decent time, considering, again, he did not have Trishula. Unfortunately, I could definitely be capping if I had Fire Circle, but that's on a UR. And it's the one circle I'm missing, which is sad. 46 seconds is still a very solid time on Leva, so yes. That is all. He is, as I said, a very decent unit. Apologies if the audio is mismatched and we're going on a bit longer, but he is a very solid unit, and I would not recommend chasing him. He's a DOH. Of course, if you don't have Mia and Zaix as well, maybe giving like a few throws or a few multis on the banner wouldn't be too bad of an idea, like OG Zags, just to pick up like crystals and just have extra units in your box, because original Zags is still very solid. Overall though, I would very much recommend staying off the banner, but as you have seen here, he is a very solid DPS. He can do well against higher res, though it's sort of standard for modern units, and he is very much good, to say. Pretty much the review is, yes, he has solid break and solid DPS. Go for him if you are missing that on your board, but otherwise do not chase. Alright, have an excellent one. Sorry for a bit of the run-on ramble after video is done. And bye!